This is Jimmy. Who's this?
This is Vince Vaughn calling for Jimmy Dore.
Vince!
Jimmy, did you watch the Oscars?
No, I absolutely did not.
That's my boy. Well, you know, my friend, you sound as if you're ripe for another edition of Vince Vaughn's Tinseltown Show-pinions.
Vince, I could not be more ready.
All right, here we go. Everything, everywhere, all at once. It sounds like what happens at 8 a.m. after a night out at the bars and a late night stop at Taco Bell, but no. It's the title of the movie that swept the Oscars in 2023, taking home a huge number of awards that I couldn't be bothered to actually count how many there were for this sketch.
Really?
Yes. This movie, which I have not seen and appears to be about a time-traveling Asian family, but who the fuck knows, was this year's Academy Award darling with Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, and Best Supporting Actress going to Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis?
The one and the same. And I'm happy to report that her Oscar is not a boy, but is non-binary, and she is referring to her Oscar using they, them pronouns. All right,
Vince, come on. Pronoun jokes are a little hack at this point, don't you think?
Oh, I completely agree. That's why what I just said wasn't a joke. It's a 100% true thing, and she said it on Good Morning America.
No!
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I threw you a bit of a curveball there. In fact, I'm working on a stand-up set that I'm going to perform at Joe Rogan's Anti-Woke Comedy Club in Austin, Texas, where I just say actual things that people have said in real life.
Sounds good.
Best actor, however, went to everybody's favorite comeback kid who gets a little weepy too often, Brendan Fraser, for his performance in The Whale.
Is that so?
Yes. Now, if you recall, there was a little bit of controversy about his nomination because plus-size activists were mad at his casting, saying the titular role of a morbidly obese man should have gone to an actual morbidly obese man instead of a regular-sized man in a fat suit.
Yeah, right.
Well, apparently the Academy did not take kindly to that criticism. Do you know why?
No, Vince.
Because the Oscar for Best Makeup went to The Whale for transforming regular-sized beef rays into a morbidly obese man. Ain't that positive movement? We're celebrating the Hollywood body colonizers themselves. See, I can't even talk in this language.
That's quite a slap in the face, isn't it?
Sure is, Jimmy. A hard enough slap to make a bunch of prosthetic fat chins jiggle in unison. Moving on. The always controversial in memoriam segment.
Right.
They can't list everybody who died. It's impossible. So some people get snubbed by the Academy even in death. So, of course, Jimmy Kahn was mentioned, the baddest motherfucker to ever do it. And Raquel Welch, the hottest woman who ever hotted. But no Paul Sorvino.
What?
A veteran of Goodfellas
no.
and Law and Order?
No, they didn't what?
Even want straight men to watch the Oscars?
Good question.
And don't tell me the TV doesn't count. Nichelle Nichols was included, Uhuru from Star Trek, and God love her, but that's all she ever did. Sure, she was in the Star Trek movies too, but she never got off the ship. They needed her to stay put with a little communicator thingy. I'm sorry, but if you never beam off the Enterprise, you're barely in the fucking Star Trek movie, in my opinion.
I agree.
And Kirstie Alley, famous for Cheers.
They didn't mention her.
Was she in? She was included.
Oh.
What was she in? The Look Who's Talking series?
Yeah.
Star Trek.
Those Oscar-winning masterpieces. Who got her in there? Travolta? He was presenting the in memoriam section. Is this a fucking Scientology thing?
You sound mad, Vince.
Oh, I'm hot. In memoriam always gets me heated up, Jimmy. Burt Bacharach. Anyway. It was
Burt Bacharach's huge.
It wouldn't have been in the... Oh, come on.
Okay.
It wouldn't have been in the... It wouldn't have been the Oscars without a seemingly sedated Jimmy Kimmel delivering his milquetoast bits. I love Jimmy, but they don't want any heat for anything he says, and you can tell.
They don't want heat, Vince.
So yeah, I know, that's what I just fucking said. So he's reduced to doing bits with reluctant famous people in the audience, including Malala, who wasn't having it. She was like, I would gladly get shot in the head by the Taliban again if this jabroni would just get away from me.
Jesus God. Yikes.
But the best part of the Oscars this year is what didn't happen. Supposedly, Vladimir Zelensky requested to be beamed into the ceremony to talk about his country's invasion to his main supporters, Hollywood. But the Academy said no.
Really?
Yes, really. After last year's Will Smith slap, I guess they're taking a break from allowing unhinged egomaniacs let loose on their stage in order to drum up support for themselves using violence. Oh, snap! Zelensky burn. Well, that'll do it for me. Can't wait for next year's Oscars when a bunch of jagoffs that I'm glad to be rid of celebrate themselves and the movies they made that I did not see because they all look stupid and or boring. Sayonara, suckers.
Go to jimmydore.com to see my new stand-up special, COVID Lies Are Funny. For only $10, you get to become a premium member, too. And come see us do our live shows. We're going to be doing stand-up comedy in Milwaukee, Nashville, Honolulu, Los Angeles, Northampton, Massachusetts, Syracuse, New York, Cohoes, New York, Hartford, Connecticut, Baltimore, Maryland, and more. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets.